Hey guys, I'm Grestar, and how about we play more Pokemon Blue version, the No Capture Challenge. So first, I'm gonna hit save, just so you can see the in-game time. Some time has passed. And then looking at my team, we indeed have leveled them up. We have Marcel here at 52, Carpe 51, Dino 50, Drakir 55, Abele 51, and Titan 50. So, again, lots of things have happened. So at this point, I'm going to distribute my rare candies among my Pokemon here. Abele is going to get 3 of them so he can reach level 54, so he can get, I believe it's Flamethrower at this point. It's some powerful fire move, right? I don't remember. And then I'm just I don't think anyone else has a goal necessarily in mind, so I'll just throw things at them to kind of balance it all out. But yeah, grinding that took a lot longer than I expected. You know, I knew it was gonna take some time, but I think it took like 6 hours, and I was not ready for that, but we did it. So using my new speedrunner knowledge, I also went back around the world and I picked up some, like, you know, max ether and another, like, elixir here and there, and then rare candies. I got a PP up, things like that. So we're gonna start distributing those now. I think actually the first thing I want to do with this PP up, I think I want to give it to Marcel and boost Psychic. Now, I don't know how many points it'll give me, because Psychic is normally 10 PP if I remember correctly, and I just don't know how it really distributes that. Like, how does a PP work exactly? But I figure that Marcel is going to be carrying my team through a lot of this. Like, I figure he'll fight through most of Lorelei, considering she has, like, Water Ice type and he has Thunderbolt. And then he can carry through Bruno, because he has high special, and like most of Bruno's team is fighting type, so Psychic is obviously good against them. And then Agatha has all these poison types, and so Psychic would be super effective against them too, so Marcel's just really gonna carry. I mean, even against Lance, he can use Thunderbolt against Gyarados, and that could save me a lot of trouble. But considering that there are 2 straight trainers where he's just gonna like Psychic his way through, I figure if a PP can get his Psychic up to 12, that might be perfect. Actually, we would just need 10, because they have 5 Pokemon each. Still, I don't know if there would be a better place for this necessarily, so I think I am going to use it on Psychic. Okay, you know what? Because they have 5 each, let's actually just wait on that until we see how we do against Bruno. You know, if it does just take 1 Psychic each, and so I still have 5 left for Agatha, maybe I won't use it. So we'll go into Rare Candy instead. I'm gonna do Abele first, just so that's out of the way, and then I know the rest of the Rare Candies I have I can distribute freely. Also, I don't remember everything that you've said, but someone else was right. I did know most of that, but I want to thank Nathan anyway. Thank you for trying to help me. They were good tips, and obviously, like, definitely for sure, not everyone would know that stuff, so I do appreciate it. And I certainly don't know all of the type matchups necessarily myself. Like, I still get things mixed up, but definitely in my time, having just played this game normally, and then speedrunning it especially, I do know at least some of the typings and some of the moves the enemies have available and things like that. But yeah, we're gonna make room for Flamethrower here. I figure that we will replace Ember, so we have our more powerful fire attack that isn't quite as reliable, and then we have Flamethrower, which is going to be our reliable, but still very powerful fire attack, and then we have Quick Attack and Hyper Beam for the physical moments that we might need, or if we just need to go super fast. So Ember. So there goes to Ember, and Abele learned Flamethrower. So that was like the main reason I was doing all the grinding. But now just to catch other people up, we'll give 1 to Dino here, so he's 51. And we'll give 1 to Titan. So I don't remember if I assigned them a gender, so they're 51. Now Carpe's 52. Oh, he's trying to learn Hyper Beam. Fancy that! I didn't know that he would. So, Body Slam, okay, I think Body Slam and Strength, are they the same power? If they're not the same power, they're very close. But Body Slam just has the advantage that it could potentially paralyze the enemy. However, if we're going the route of, like, it's nice to have 1 powerful this attack and then 1 more reliable this attack kind of thing. You know, again, he has Surf as his reliable but still powerful special. And then he has Hydro Pump as his less reliable but very powerful special. I would get rid of Strength. Basically, if that wasn't an HM, if I had the option, I would just keep Body Slam, replace Strength with Hyper Beam, but unfortunately I can't do that. So I think what I'm going to do is replace Body Slam with Hyper Beam, so he'll still have strength. It should still do about the same amount of damage. I just wouldn't be able to get off those lucky paralysis effects, which could suck, you know? But hopefully it'll be really good to have an opportunity to have a super powerful physical move, you know, should things come to that. So I am going to replace Body Slam here. Cool. Alright, Rare Candy on Titan. Yes. Like, Drakir doesn't get any candy, because he's level 55, like, again, I was training just in Victory Road, and, like, every Pokemon that came up, he had something that he could use. So, you know, other Pokemon, it was kind of like I was grinding for a particular Pokemon to, you know, that their moves would be good against. Drakir, he could handle, like, anything that was in that cave. So, good for him. How many do I have at this point? I have 2 left. And most everyone is at 52 at this point. I think Dino and Titan need the most help. So I'm gonna give Dino one, and I'm gonna give Titan the other. Okay. Just to be sure, we are, like, fully... I'm gonna heal at the Pokemon Center to be absolutely sure. They all look full health. Maybe one of them is down PP. So just to be safe, we're doing this. We're healing first. Alright, and then we're gonna go straight in. Because I do still have plenty of items. Alright, full restores, revives. Do I have full heals? I do. Do I have the Poke Flute? I do, okay. We're going in. There's no point in healing, because if I lose, you know, that's it, so. We have Marcel at the front of our team, and again, that was intentional because he has Thunderbolt. Now, I'll admit, again, like I said, I'm not super clear on type matchups all the time, and so even though a lot of these guys are water type, a lot of them are just ice, or have a mix, and I don't know if, like, a water-ice type is not weak against electric, or that kind of thing. So I guess we'll kind of see here. So, go. Okay, so it is super effective. That's good. Okay, I was gonna say, as long as it doesn't freeze me, we're fine, and it didn't, so good. Alright, so now Cloyster. No, we're gonna keep Marcel out. We're in it to win it, baby. And we're probably gonna do so. Again, given that I grinded for 6 additional hours, I would hope that we win. You know, beat this challenge. But I do think it was good I didn't just try to rush in at, like, level 40, you know? Like, could I have done it? Quite possibly. But, better to play it safe. But, you know, when you look at this, when it's, like, one Pokemon taking out the first trainer of the Elite Four by himself, you do think, like, maybe it would have been possible if I strategized going into level 40s, but played it safe. Now, Jinx is an interesting case, because she's just Psychic Ice, right? So I don't think that... I'm just gonna do this. Because I don't think that Thunderbolt would be anything special, and I assume that Jinx would have a high special herself, which includes special defense, so instead we're gonna try Hyper Beaming. And it worked. Good. Exactly as I had intended. And now, since we get to switch out, we don't even have to worry about the cooldown. Just come back. Also, regarding the PP up, I was considering again using it on Marcel's Psychic. Like, another reason that probably won't be super necessary. Don't paralyze me, bro! Thank you. Is, again, I picked up, like, ethers and elixirs and stuff. Now, granted, that's only for one Pokemon, but I have enough, and I probably won't, like, need a bunch of them, that... if I had to get up, like, Marcel's one of his moves, I could probably safely do that. But there we go, Lorelei is down. So I'm going to heal up Marcel really quickly. Do we only have... okay, I think Lemonade is our lowest. So I'm just gonna use it. Since we're not in a battle, you know, I can be a little... I mean, it healed almost... it took almost the full 80, so that was fine. But since I'm not in a battle, I don't want to waste my higher level healing items, you know what I mean? Yeah. But here's Bruno. So, I believe his team, what is it? It was like Onix, Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, Onix, Machamp. I believe that's the order. So Marcel doesn't have any water-type moves, he just has Psychic, but considering he has a high special, and like Onix has a ridiculously high defense, I'm hoping the Psychic will take it out in one hit anyway. And well, it was a critical. It did it, but I don't know if it would normally do it. But yeah, we're gonna leave him out for Hitmonchan. Just Psychic again. Unless things change with any of the upcoming 3 Pokemon. Again, another critical. Marcel is also faster than them. From the looks of things, you know? So that's always good. So far, just carrying us through the league. So that wasn't a critical, still took him out in one hit. Granted, that's not an Onix. Again, Onix doesn't have the super effectiveness. So, we'll see here. I'd like to point out, though, that I was correct about their ordering, so I'm a little proud about that. I shouldn't be, but I am. So lastly, Machamp. Are we faster than him? That's the question. We are, but will this be enough to take him out? He is 4 levels higher. Yes, it was enough. And he is down. Cool. Alright, so that's half of the Elite Four. And not counting the champion. I have 5 Psychic, and she has 5 Pokemon. I'm just gonna try it without using a PP up or an Elixir or anything. Because the way that I see it, we should be okay. Like, if Psychic was enough to take out all of those guys, I would hope it's enough to take out these. Granted, like Gengar, they have higher special than, like, you know, Machamp and them. So I guess we'll see here. Will this finish you off? Because I'm used to going through this fight, you know, against Agatha. Yeah, it wasn't enough. I'm used to going through it with, Earthquake instead. Where it's also super effective against all of them because of the poison typing. But it's a physical damage. Like, it's a physical attack. So it's different. Against him, I'll just use Thunderbolt. It'll preserve some PP. It's still super effective. It's still special. It's not quite as powerful because, you know, I don't think Thunderbolt is as powerful as Psychic as it is. And then I also don't get the stab from it. But I'm just going to try to attack through the confusion. Okay, cool. Now, obviously, I could still hit myself against this upcoming Haunter. Well, or the Arbok, but, it depends on how quickly I can take the Haunter out. I mean, if it goes down in one hit, then I might still have to do it against the Arbok. And I'm wondering, does this Arbok have Glare? Because I don't rightly recall. Because that could mess up my speed. Like, I have a full heal, I'm just wondering. Come on. Yeah, look at him just fighting through all the confusion. Happy. Alright, so that was enough. So it's just this last Gengar that we have to worry about. Unfortunately, again, one Psychic will not take him out. So I'm actually going to start this one with Thunderbolt. How dare you. Alright, we're badly poisoned. And we finally hurt ourselves. Not that I like that, obviously. But, okay, so now we're going to be down to, what, 72? No, 62 health. No, I can't count. 52. I did it. The issue is if he uses Nightshade again, then we're Bone Road. Well, he's paralyzed. That's cool. You know, we bought these full restores for a reason. Let's use one. Not only are we full health now, but we got rid of our poison. But we're confused again. Because that's just how we do. But anyway, my intent here is I'm going to hit him with one more Thunderbolt. And then I'm going to use Psychic to finish him off. Hopefully the paralysis actually kicks in, though, and fully paralyzes him at some point. That would be convenient. But so far, yet to happen. Come on, Marcel, you were doing so well dealing with the confusion before. Okay, there we go. He was fully paralyzed. And again, we hit ourselves. And then poison. Do I dare look at the clock? No, I'm just gonna full restore again. It's one of those things, like, if I had hit through the confusion, he would have died. But if he used Nightshade on me, like, if I hit myself and he used Nightshade, even if I just missed, because Gen 1, it's possible, Nightshade would have killed me, so... Better to play it safe. Alright, but there's that fight down. So, Marcel at this point has no Psychic left. But I think that I'm still going to send him out first without treating him with an Ether or Elixir or anything, because he still has Thunderbolt. And that's the whole reason that I want him up against Lance right now. Because Lance will start with Gyarados, and, you know, Electric type is 4 times as effective because Gyarados is flying water. So, Marcel should be the winner there. But then it's just then we could send out, like, Drakir or Titan because they both have Ice attacks, and, you know, Lance has Dragon types. That's basically what it is. I think I'm going to use Marcel one more time. Okay, well, I mean, in this battle. So I think twice in this battle. And then he might come back again for the rival fight. I could. If I gave him an Ether and Elixir for his Psychic, I could always send him back out against our rivals. Oh, you know what? I'm so used to my rival having Venusaur, because I'm used to picking Bulbasaur when I play this. But no, our rival has a Charizard, doesn't he? Alright, that's different. Alright, so if this doesn't kill him, then we're gonna get a face full of Hydro Pump. Alright, but it did. Cool. No dealing with a face full of Hydro Pump. So at this point we will switch. So we'll go with Titan. We have Dragonair, Aerodactyl, Dragonite. So Titan will take care of most of that. For the Aerodactyl that's after this one, I will send out Marcel again to use Thunderbolt instead. It's one of those cases where I don't know if it's more effective than Blizzard or if you just do that to save Blizzard PP, but that's essentially what you do when you speedrun it. You switch from using Blizzard to using Thunderbolt. And here I go talking through it. We're gonna try Blizzard then and see what happens. I got distracted, okay? I would think it would still be super effective. Yeah, okay, good. So it probably is just to save PP then. Alright, so Titan can take care of the rest of this fight. You know what? I'll be honest, I assumed you would be faster. Let's see if you can tank it. You are pretty tanky. Yeah, you did. And now, like, Dragonite, even if this doesn't finish him off, which I think it will, yeah, I would still be able to go while he was recharging. That was easy. Okay, cool. Alright, so there's Lance. Oh no, one more challenger. Oh no, his name is not Riz! Always just rubbing it in. Alright, what we're gonna do here. We'll use another Lemonade. And heal... not Abele. Heal Titan. We're gonna have to use 2, I assume. Yeah. Again, since I'm not in a battle, I feel I might as well use my smaller ones, even though we have a ton of, like, all these potions. Like, even full restores, we still have 18 of them. But we're gonna use an Ether on Marcel here, to get some Psychic back up. He still had, like, 2 Thunderbolt, right? There, he has more Thunderbolt now. Because our rival starts off with a Pidgeot, and then has a Gyarados of his own. So Marcel is again going to lead this fight. We'll Thunderbolt the Pidgeot, we'll Thunderbolt the Gyarados, and then we'll move on to let the rest of our team have a turn. I know some of our Pokemon, they didn't even get a chance to fight in this place. And I feel kind of bad for that. Like Drakir brought him up to level 55 and he hasn't done a thing yet. But that's also the case with Abele. Who else hasn't had to fight? Dino hasn't fought at all. Carpe did 1 turn of Hyper Beam against the Jinx. We just haven't needed them so far. So far, other Pokemon have been, to my knowledge, like, better options. So that'll hurt, but it won't kill us. Oh, didn't even hurt as much as I thought it would. Apparently Marcel has higher defense than I had initially thought. So this Gyarados is a higher level. I don't know if, what am I saying? Yeah. Ooh. Wait, hold on. Crap, I can't check their speeds. Is Abele faster than Carpe? Or the other way around? Because I want to see if Abele can get off a Hyper Beam. You know, I want him to be able to... I want him to do something. So we're going to try it. Well, he used Recover straight up. As I was saying, since Gyarados is a higher level, I don't know if one Thunderbolt will be enough to finish it off like Lance's Gyarados. But we'll try. Alright, good job, Abele. You participated. And now for Rhydon here. Here, Jakir. You can take this one. I was tempted to use Hydro Pump, but we'll see if Surf will do it. Okay, cool. Because we're not that low a level in comparison. We get Stab. It's a powerful move on its own. Let's use Ice Beam here. Alright, it's okay. You got a high special and stuff. I mean, it's not even very effective. Wow, this is great. Do this move again. Ice Beam it one more time. Maybe get a critical, end it early? No, not quite. Okay. Well, unfortunately, Hypnosis hit, but the good news is, even if we wanted to use a full heal, or if we had to, we could, but we also just have the Poké Flute. So, surprise, I'm awake. And he uses Barrage again. What moves do you have, Exeggutor? I would have expected you to be a lot more powerful than this. I'm gonna Horn Attack you. Like, because I could. Alright. Gyarados, yes, again, we will switch to Marcel for this. Oh, so I just realized the only Pokemon who's not going to get a chance, to my knowledge, is Dino. He hasn't done anything this fight. And it's not like I could switch him in for Charizard. It's not like I could switch him in for Charizard. Dino! I choose you! This is just like when we first left the lab. Alright. Poison Powder! Crap. I'm stuck. And I know that he's faster than me, too. Because, obviously. Fire Spin's a weak attack, too, and it's already doing that much damage. Son of a gun! I'm trapped again. Alright. What do you need? Yeah, this... Oh, you're this health. Sure, I'm still gonna use this. It won't heal you full, but mostly. You know what, do I have any X items? I don't. I was gonna say, if I have an X speed, I'll just pop that on real quick, but alas, I did not prepare at all for X items. Survive it, Dino! Survive it! It's okay if it's just barely, but survive it! Nope, you're dead. Alright, well, I tried to give you a chance in the fight. It didn't work out, but you can't say that I didn't try, because it clearly did. We'll let Jakir finish this off. Alright, Hydro Pump him. After you survive this, of course. Like, I know you will, because it's not very effective, and your special's cool. And he hits with Hydro Pump. So our newcomer, Jakir, the recommender of this challenge, was the person to finally finish off our champion. So, there we go. And you know what that means, guys? We did it! We beat this challenge! Granted, again, that was after like 6 hours of extra grinding. And someone pointed out, actually, in the comments, they're like, hey, did you ever go like south of Lavender Town and do all that stuff? Because there's all the stuff like fighting on the docks, and then there's that one little maze kind of area with like a lot of bird keepers and stuff. But it leads from Lavender Town past this like Vermilion City, you know, where there's a Snorlax there too. And then it leads into Fuchsia City. And I always forget that that's a place. I never go there. So I just always end up forgetting that it's actually a thing. So no, there are still all those trainers there that I could fight for experience or money or whatever. But I did not. Yeah. Like, I saw the comment and, you know, thusly remembered that it existed after I had done all my grinding, so whatever. But there we have Marcel, level 57. He's in the Hall of Fame. And then we have Carpe, level 52. He's in the Hall of Fame. And I feel kind of bad about this one, but then we have Dino. He's level 53. He totally helped in the Hall of Fame. It's okay, he helped throughout the rest of the challenge. I mean, he was our only Pokemon for quite a while. He carried us out through arguably the hardest part of the challenge. But, yeah. And then Drakir, our Omastar. Abele, level 54 there. Cute little Flareon buddy. And last but certainly not least, we have Titan at level 53. And then Riz. Playtime of 2108. Money 77,000, even after buying all those revives, full restores and everything. You're on the right track. Get a Flash HM from my aim. Why does he tell me to get Flash now that I've beaten the game? I've already gone through Rock Tunnel, the one place where you could use Flash. I mean, out of battle. I mean, to my knowledge, that literally is the only place in the game you'd use Flash, right? To light up, like, anything outside? I think so. Yeah. But anyway, we're at the credits now, as you guys probably already realized. So just to talk about this challenge a little bit more, this series, I had a really good time with it. There were definitely some stressful parts, some frustrating parts, and times where I had to, like, really try to think, and, you know, the fact that if I ever whited out meant that it was a game over, that the challenge was done, yeah, it was stressful at times, because I just didn't really know how powerful the opponents were going to be, you know, when I started to fight. Like, the rival fights could be terrifying, especially, again, with, like, Sand Attack. Not as bad when I had a full team, but, like, when it was just, you know, Ivysaur, and I managed to get a Gyarados first, because I was afraid of just that, you know. But unless you can switch out, Sand Attack is brutal. In Generation 1, I've been told that, like, the first time you get hit by Sand Attack, your accuracy moves from 100% to, like, 2/3 of that, so about 66%, and then 33%, and then, like, 16 point whatever percent, you know, like, that kind of thing. It just drops 2/3, 2/4, 2/5, something like that. Oh yeah, so not 66, 33, but 2/3, 2/4, 2/5. That's what I was told. Anyway, those moments, yeah, a little bit made me nervous, but overall, it was really fun. You know, you take a game that you're familiar with. In this case, this is the Pokemon generation I'm most familiar with at this point in time. And just challenging yourself with, you know, thinking about it differently, taking on those fights in a way that you normally wouldn't. Being able to only use Pokemon that I received, you know, as gifts or that I purchased or something, you know, not actually being able to catch anything, definitely different from how I usually play Pokemon, like any generation. So it was definitely a challenge for me, particularly in some areas, like at the very beginning. But once I got my team going, like once I got through Rock Tunnel, you know, like reached Celadon, it felt good, because it's suddenly like all of these options have opened up to me now, and it was cool finally seeing my team assemble, and I like what the team became. Again, I feel kind of bad that I didn't give Dino anything to do in the Elite Four. I tried to give him, like, one last hurrah against the rival. I figured he was going to die because it's Charizard. He was clearly faster than us. He had super effective, powerful moves. But I wanted to see if it was possible to bring back a little bit of that, you know, lab rival fight from the very beginning of the game, where you have little Bulbasaur against Charmander. It just didn't work out in Dino's favor this time around. So, oh well for that. But yes, I really did enjoy this challenge. Thank you for recommending it to me, and let me know in the comments below if you guys would like to see more challenges like this in the future. I mean, if specifically you would like to see a no capture challenge for, like, Generation 2 Pokemon. Someone brought that up in the comments, and if you guys would be interested in seeing me do, like, a Crystal version run of the no capture challenge, please do let me know. You know, I would be... At this point in time, at least, I'm feeling good about taking on more of these Pokemon challenges. I think they've been fun, so if you guys would be interested in seeing them, if you would like to see them, if that would not be a bother to see on my channel in the weekends or whatever, please do let me know, because that does make a difference as far as whether or not I actually do go through with it. Or just other challenges in general, specifically regarding these games. Please let me know. I appreciate the feedback, and I want to know, like what parts of what you're enjoying, why you enjoy this over that kind of thing, what you would like to see in the future, etc. Even if I don't necessarily do all those things or incorporate them, I do at least take it into account, so it doesn't go unnoticed. But yes, thank you guys again for watching this series, and with that, we're calling it here. Cue outro, go!